Olá pessoal, meu nome é Bernardo. Hope you're all doing great. Today I come to you to speak about these. They will appear somewhere over here. These are the fairly recent Elixir Optiwebs strings. This video is not sponsored. I still don't have the subscriber count in order for that to happen. So you can trust that my point of view is completely unbiased, as it will always be, even if I do get sponsored videos in the future. I don't know if you know the difference between coated and uncoated strings, so let me start by explaining that to you. Uncoated strings are the most common kind of strings. You have Diodario's, Dunlop, Ernie Ball, and Gibson, for example. These are shit, but I bought these when I was playing with my band back in Portugal. And I only relied on our concerts, so I had to get the most bang for buck possible. These were 5 sets of strings for 19 euros and 80 cents. I used to use these Gibson strings a lot. They are not very good, but I would only use them for a couple of months and it would be okay. I put strings, play shows, rinse and repeat. Then there are the coated strings, which have some kind of layer on top of the actual string. They call it coating, and that's why the strings are called coated strings. Anyway, I tried this type of coated strings in the past and they felt different straight away. At least the ones I tried felt a bit stiffer if you were using the same gauge. The sound was not the same as well. Personally, I felt that the sound was a bit duller. The regular strings felt a bit more alive. And after a few weeks with your playing, you can see that the coating starts to fade away and the actual string starts to be exposed. The most positive thing about coated strings is that they last longer. They can resist to your sweat, to environmental changes a bit better as well. So you have that advantage on coated strings. But personally, because of the feel and the sound difference, I opted to continue using regular strings instead of coated strings. I prefer to change them more often and have a purer sound instead of the duller sound. The coated strings that I tried before were the regular Elixirs and the DR neon strings, which are actually pretty cool strings. The coating is colored and under UV light they even light up in the dark, which is really cool for like a showmanship kind of thing. But for sound, the regular uncoated strings still won for me. That's until I had the chance last year in September to try the Elixir Optiwebs. Guitar here in the UK was doing a nationwide restringing event in which you would take your guitar and they would restring it with Elixir Optiwebs, which were valued at the time at around £14. So they are expensive, but as you will see, they are really good. So the thing about these Optiwebs strings is that they are advertised as being the best of both worlds. You would get the durability and resistance to the sweat and whatnot of the coated strings and the sound of the uncoated strings. I'm filming this in April, so from September to April it's 7 months and the strings still feel like they are weeks old, so I'm very satisfied with it. Hopefully you can see in this shot that the strings still look pretty new. I know that my fretboard is a bit dirty. That's because I haven't changed strings in so long. You can see no rust, no wear of any importance. So you can see that these are in pretty good shape. At the time I was playing with the band and we were playing in drop C, so that's why I asked for 11s at the event, and that is also why I have not been playing in standard tuning with this guitar ever since. I think I will change it soon, unfortunately for me, because these strings are really great. And if I play with 11s in standard, it's a bit too much tension for me. Now I will play just for a few minutes, and you will see by the end that the tuning is still pretty okay. So keep in mind that these strings are 7 months, almost 8 months old. So yeah, they are pretty good. Intonation. So 7-month-old strings, and the intonation is still pretty a-okay. So possibly the solo with the most expressive bands, and seem pretty okay. So as you can see, I pretty much love these strings. They are very solid, and I don't know if you believe me, but they actually are 7 or almost 8 months old. So until I try a new breed of string, I have never tried the NYXLs from the Addario. I've heard a lot of great things about them, as well as the Ernie Ball Paradigms. But until I try those, these are the best strings in the market for me. I still have a ton of old strings, but when I'm done with them, I'm going to get Optiwebs only, because they do a good job of being resilient, which is what you look for when you get coated strings. And they feel as good as regular uncoated strings. The sound is amazing. So yeah, for me, they do it pretty much. Okay, so I guess that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you test yourself the differences between coated and uncoated strings, and check what you like and what you don't like in order for you to be informed about this. Comment with your opinions, with your thoughts. Let me know what you would like to see me doing next. Subscribe, pound that notification bell button in order for you to be updated when I have new videos coming out. And follow me on Facebook and Instagram. See you guys next week. Bye bye.